Hello, Jason here with another book review. Today we are going to talk about The Lake by John Peyton Cooke. This book was published in 1989 by Avon Books, Avon Horror. And so, yeah, it's, just kind of a campy sort of high school age characters horror novel about this cursed town, sort of, or actually it's a cursed lake. So I enjoyed the book pretty well. There was elements of it that I didn't really enjoy or find scary. There was some of the horror elements were kind of a little cheesy or like campy to me. But overall, I thought it was really good. I really liked the characters. Most of them were like high school students, but they're all like these like punk kids that just like to drink and party and stuff. And so that was kind of cool. Another thing, one of the main characters is gay, and that's not something. And he ends up being the hero in the story. And that's not something that was really very common back in the 80s, to show gay characters in just in everyday life and treat them like normal people. There's a few elements of some of the other characters are very kind of homophobic and prejudiced against this main character once they find out that he's gay and stuff. So there's that element to it too. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of an interesting part of it. But then, basically, the story is about this cursed lake in the middle of this little town in Wyoming, and so it's bewitched. There's a witch, and she put this curse on this lake, and people start to disappear or die around the lake. One guy, this teacher, he gets sucked into the mud or whatever, and then another guy, the main character, her name is Jill, or one of the main characters, I guess, her name is Jill. There's three. There's Jill is the girl, Sam is her boyfriend, and then Curtis is their friend. And he's the one that's gay. You don't know it at first, but you find out later, and then there's some love triangle stuff going on between him and Sam and stuff. But anyway, so Sam is walking home from Jill's house one night, after they were whatever, they were hanging out and drinking and doing whatever, and he's walking home. He has to walk through the park, and he gets grabbed by some algal vine thing, and it grabs him and kills him. And so then Jill finds his body the next day. She's going for a jog or something, and she finds his body, and then narrowly escapes getting killed by the lake herself. And then, of course, she's oh my god, blah, 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 he's dead. So she goes to the police. They don't believe her. They go to the lake, and they can't find anything. They can't find his body or whatever. So they're oh, you're just a dumb girl. Whatever. They don't believe her. Then her and Curtis get together, and they start trying to figure out what's going on, and then it just gets weird. There's these salamanders. This is part of the curse, is all the salamanders near the lake start to make fire. They shoot fire out of their feet, and so they start setting the town on fire, and it really escalates pretty quickly from there. The whole town's on fire. Things are burning down, blah blah blah, and they're trying to figure out how to stop this curse. And they figure out what they got to do. Basically, there's this ritual that they got to do where they take a sugar bowl and they put their blood in it, and they do whatever, and then they have to throw the sugar bowl into the lake once the ritual has been done or whatever. And so Curtis does that, but what he doesn't tell Jill is that he has to sacrifice his soul in order to stop the curse. in order to do that. So his soul will be like trapped in the lake or whatever. So he does that, and then Jill's all upset because she's like, oh, I just lost my best friend, my boyfriend's dead, I don't have anything, blah blah blah, and she hates the town that she lives in, so she just leaves and then like is hitchhiking or whatever, to go start a new life or whatever. So that's the basic story. It was pretty good. Like I said, it was entertaining. There was nothing like life changing about it. There was nothing like super profound. It was just like a nice, fun, kind of campy horror story that I thought was pretty good. The thing I thought the parts where like the lake was attacking people with like the vines and then like getting sucked into the mud, those were well written and like actually pretty good, pretty like spooky and like suspenseful and engaging. The parts that I didn't think were really very good or like whatever scary were the salamanders. I thought they were just like kind of cheesy and like I just wasn't it wasn't scary. Like salamanders, I just thought it was lame. And so I mean, overall though, I thought the book was pretty good. It was well written. I was never like taken out of the story because of the writing. It moved the story along just fine. There was a couple of like sort of metaphors or something that were just kind of weird, but nothing major, nothing too crazy. So overall, like I said, liked the book. I think I gave it like 3 stars on Goodreads. I mean, somewhere between 2 and 3. I'm not upset that I read it. I thought it was pretty good. So if you want to just read sort of a campy little short 80s horror that you just don't really have to think too much about, The Lake by John Peyton Cooke. Anyway, that's all I got for you. If you like stuff like this, please like and subscribe. If you want to talk more about the book or if you've read the book, leave a comment and we can discuss it more. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.